Hey, my name is Shahbaz Yunus. Welcome to another brand new vlog. Apple in 2023 will continue on with its 4 iPhone lineup, debuting an iPhone 15, iPhone 15 Plus, iPhone 15 Pro, and iPhone 15 Pro Max. As with the iPhone 14 Pro models, the iPhone 15 Pro models will have features that are not available in the more affordable iPhone 15 devices. An upgraded 3nm A17 chip will be exclusive to the iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max, with the iPhone 15 models using the same A16 chip that's in the iPhone 14 Pro and Pro Max. All iPhone 15 models will feature the dynamic island and will also transition from Lightning to USB-C, but the iPhone 15 Pro lineup will include an upgraded USB-C port that features USB 3.2 or Thunderbolt 3 transfer speeds. More RAM is expected alongside the A17 chip, but all iPhone 15 models will use the same 5G Qualcomm modem chip technology for connectivity. Apple is expected to introduce a new Ultrawide Band chip for nearby interactions, with the UWB chip integrating with the Vision Pro headset that Apple will introduce in early 2024. For the most part, the iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max will have the same features, with one major difference: the telephoto camera lens. Part leaks and renders. A photo of an iPhone 15 Pro with USB-C port surfaced in February, giving us our first look at the design of the device. Dummy models followed in April, as did several renders. The USB-C port doesn't look too much different from the Lightning port in the current iPhone 14 Pro lineup, but it's interesting to see the similarities. The image shows off the deeper curve that Apple is expected to add to the iPhone 15 Pro models, and it has a brushed metal finish that could be the rumored titanium chassis. The thinner bezel design will be noticeable, as seen in the photo below comparing the iPhone 14 Pro and iPhone 15 Pro mockup. Rumors initially suggested the iPhone 15 Pro models would feature a unified volume button design, but this is no longer the case. Design detail. The iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max are expected to look similar to the iPhone 14 Pro and Pro Max, with 6.1 and 6.7-inch OLED displays and a dynamic island cutout for the camera and Face ID hardware. The iPhone 15 Pro's bezels are expected to measure in at 1.55mm, which means the device will break the record for the thinnest bezels in a smartphone. The iPhone 14 Pro, for comparison, has 2.17mm bezels. Titanium chassis. Instead of stainless steel, rumors suggest that Apple will transition to titanium this year, using it for the frame of the iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max. Compared to stainless steel, titanium is lighter and stronger, but it is also more expensive because it is harder to work with. Titanium is already used in the Apple Watch lineup, and Apple has in the past featured two titanium colors, a standard silver-like natural titanium color and a darker space black version. Colors. The iPhone 15 Pro models could be available in a dark red color, close to a maroon or a burgundy shade. Apple often provides one new color each year, and rumors suggest this year's color is a deep red. Prior colors have included dark purple, green, and dark blue, and the red shade will be available alongside standard silver, gold and space gray color options. Volume buttons. The iPhone 15 Pro models were originally expected to feature solid-state buttons that would replace the physical buttons, with Apple also using an elongated, single-button design. Apple planned to use haptic feedback to mimic the feel of a button press, giving the sensation of pressing when there is no actual button to press on. Kuo says that Apple will instead revert to the traditional physical button design, which includes a transition back to the dual button setup used for the iPhone 14 Pro models rather than the rumored single button. Action button? Apple is expected to use the new action button to change how the iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max are restarted and powered off. Rather than pressing the side button and a volume button to restart, the iPhone 15 Pro models could instead use the action button combined with the side button for force restarting and powering off the iPhone. Display. All iPhone 15 models could be equipped with a more power-efficient OLED display driver chip that's manufactured on a 28nm process, allowing for reduced power consumption that could ultimately lead to improved battery life. Case fit. A set of 3D printed iPhone 15 and iPhone 15 Pro models offers some insight into how prior generation iPhone 14 cases will fit, and it appears that older cases will not be able to be used with the new iPhones. Fast USB-C. All iPhone 15 models are expected to feature a USB-C port instead of a Lightning port, a design change that Apple is making because of regulatory requirements in Europe. EU law requires all devices to use a universal charging port, so Apple either needs to design an iPhone just for Europe, or make a worldwide change. Rumors suggest that Apple has opted to introduce the USB-C port globally, officially adopting it instead of Lightning for the iPhone 15 lineup. Periscope camera. New periscope camera technology will be introduced with the launch of the iPhone 15 Pro lineup, but the update will be limited to the iPhone 15 Pro Max. The addition of the periscope lens to the 15 Pro Max will mark one of the few times that Apple has limited new technologies to the larger 6.7-inch Pro iPhone, using an inferior feature in the standard 6.1-inch Pro iPhone. RAM. The iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max are expected to feature 8GB RAM, up from 6GB in the current iPhone 14 Pro models. iPhone 15 vs iPhone 15 Pro. Apple's iPhone 15 models will have fewer features than the iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max, with the 16 chips, standard cameras with no telephoto lens, and aluminum chassis, and slower USB-C connectivity, but they will be more affordable. Thanks for watching Sazilogs 99. Please like and subscribe.